Oh shit, hold on. Ooh, fuck. Okay, I'm still trying to figure this out. Sorry about that. But just currently trying to figure things out. Okay. Just currently trying to figure things out. Okay. Okay, there has got to be a way I can see the chat. Just currently trying to figure things out. Okay. Oh my god. I have to mute myself. Oh wait, wrong button. Okay. I'm gonna go take a bio real quick and then I'll be back. All right. So, Autist explains why men should go to therapy. That is my latest video. But we're going to start off with Reddit. And this is actually what inspired it right here. Telling men to just go to therapy and make friends is dismissive. This is not rooted in facts or empathy. It is avoidance meant to diminish the systematic problems and inequalities men face, and further fault them for those problems that negatively affect them. Therapy and male friendships will not fix the issues men face. No, but they do help. They do indeed help. No man is perfect. I should probably lower the screen size a little bit. If you're wondering why I'm zoomed in so much right now, it is because... Damn, what is with this thing? Just change the size there a little bit. It's because I haven't made an upper and lower banner. Like, I need a lower banner to show less of the bottom. And none of the stuff on the top because, you know, you don't need to see what I have up there. But we're just scrolling through Reddit. So, you know, bit of it cut off. I'm sorry if that annoys any of you. Open studio and booyah. So, people get told that gay men don't actually need to have sex, and they don't. No, nobody actually needs it. They just need to go to therapy to fix their gayness problem. Is it really a problem, though? Because I've met plenty of gay dudes who just don't care. They're just not in a I care about what anyone thinks of me mood. And that's what I love about a lot of my gay friends. I got a couple of gay friends, and you got one guy who's just super wholesome, and then you got another guy who will tell you what you need to hear in the most brutal way possible. Okay. The reality is that men do need partnership and intimacy. Yes, it's a fundamental human need. Oh, yes, that's what he says later on. A lot of women who lack empathy and self-awareness might argue differently. Oh god, is this going to turn into a He-Man hate women thing? It would be like if a person who was fed daily and offered an abundance of free food told starving people that they don't need food because she finds meaning in other things besides eating. Or that it would just get turned into meditation. Yeah, I should probably change the name of the stream. Okay. Also, the entire argument can be instantaneously destroyed by a single fact that most women, despite their childhood traumas, blah 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 blah, cognitive distortions and echo chambers, as well as chauvinism, misandry, antagonistic views, learned helplessness. Learned helplessness, yeah, I had to agree with that one. That's a thing that a lot of people have. You gotta make money, you gotta do things to make the money. Apply for jobs, go out and do things. None of these would actually have anything to do within the root of the problem. Well, about that. Now, of course, yeah, I did a thing. And, well, Ren's not the name I use anymore, but still. Yeah. Ren was actually short for Renaissance. When I took that name when I was working with Alienation TV, and I fucking hate those people. I really do. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so therapy for men, I actually covered it in the video that I put right here. That was actually like the start of the stream, but, you know. I think if men need to go to therapy, they should go to therapy. Yeah, the problem is finding a good one. Because there aren't many men-specific therapists. Mass majority of the time you get women who see things through women's eyes, and that doesn't always work with men. There are some good female therapists, I can't think of too many. The two that I got to see, no, I don't recommend that on anyone. I do not. So let's go back to male mental health. What else do we see here? I've had enough. I am everything is too much, and no one will give me a fucking chance. I'm tired. That's horrible, bro. And it's true. No one's coming to save him. Oh, man, I can't spell for shit. No option but to climb up. So my recommendation to you, sir, read some good books. Thus Spoke Zarathustra. Great book. So, the narrative of love and romance is unfair to men. That's because most of this shit's built to appeal to women. Let's take a gander here. Should close my X notifications over here. So, this can't just be me noticing. It always seems romance being portrayed as men giving women. Men loving women, initiating, caring for, being soft for women, even when simply kissing or hugging, it's the dynamic man. It is the man loving women dynamic. Dyslexia. While she's being loved. It just feels like so many women, not all, love being loved, not actually loving the man. Oh, there's a lot to unpack with this conversation. I've always thought that women were romantic, but on social media, they want it to be a one-way thing. Are you referring to how women do not like being insulted on social media? Because I could talk about that all day long, bro. Why do we normalize this? I simply would despise a woman who wants to be loved by me but doesn't love me. Oh, I've been in a few of those relationships. It feels so fake and dismissive of my need for love. It seems like the man is there to serve her. How would I even love her if that's the case? Now, I've realized this bleeds into every part of the relationship. Where is the man catering to the women? It's so frustrating. Anytime I question this narrative or any bias against men, I'm shamed and insulted. Are you asking the women? Romance equals corporate sponsored simping, aka buy shit for her. There are gender tropes within media and genres. Some are flattering to women, some are flattering to men. Yeah, I agree to that. Like, literally, flattering to men, the idea of being the guy who can go out and get 500 bitches in a week, that's fucking amazing. That's what gets you in the PUA community. Okay. I think part of this dude's issue is the type of women he's looking at in the chat. Yeah, I would agree. Layla, my bestie. Okay, so about that, it is always going to be portrayed. That's how it's been for like the past like 20 years or so, 20, 30 years, as men giving to women and doing all that. And I think a good amount of that is the corporate nonsense of appealing to the women. Because, well, what's the thought process there? Women control how much of the spending power? Like, what, 80% of it? So, you show this, and it's led to a lot of women trying to be excessively dominant in a lot of relationships. Buy me this, buy me that, do this for me, do that for me. And it's ridiculous because that leads to men not being happy, and that leads to a lot of men down the road of sexism. And misogyny is just as bad as misandry. Except it feels like a lot of women and just expect misandry to be allowed. It's disgusting no matter who's doing it. Men being misogynist, women being misandrist. It's disgusting. It's not something that should be done. It is disgusting. It just feels like so many women, not all, love being loved. And yeah, women love being loved. They love knowing that they are worthy. Not actually loving the man. Well, here's the thing about loving the man. Um, a lot of women, they will show love in different ways, and if they just love you handing them shit, then their energy is no good, and you need to get the fuck away from them. And there are plenty of good women out there. You just gotta sift through the shit. And a lot of the times, a lot of the ones that will treat you like shit aren't actually shit. They're just, you're not the guy. So you have to define what you are as a man. And you need to stand on your square. Don't think inside the box. Don't think outside the box. Be the fucking box. Stand up. Be the fucking ballsy motherfucker you need to be to live a happy life without women. Women are supposed to be complimentary, not the fucking goal of life. And that's the thing. Why do we normalize this? Because money. I simply would despise a woman who wants to be loved but doesn't love me. This also goes into Zan Perion's thing about women want to know that they are worthy. Men want to know that they are worthy. Women want to be seen. Women love being loved. They love knowing that they're cared for. They love knowing that they got community. And yeah, you can jump into the whole topic of games between them, but you know, that's some shit we're not going to get into. But alas, there we go. This bleeds into every part of the relationship. Yeah, I should probably share this on X. Paste. There's a lot of guys who are just simply not fucking interesting that like to do this. I mean, I'm doing this because I have way too much time on my hands. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I recently lost my job. So, you know, what hobbies make your bond stronger with your friends? I love this conversation. I better see Warhammer 40k in here. Or something illegal. I have repeatedly had to learn the lesson that the problem with a friendship is based on hobbies is people's interests can dramatically change when you suddenly have nothing in common anymore. Or worse, they begin to actively despise the thing you bonded over. Oh, yeah. Like, sometimes you see something that's silly and fun, then after a while you just realize it's fucking cringe or you hate the community. Like, I used to be a big fan of Warframe. I hate the amount of communists in Warframe. I can't play it anymore because those people disgust me. Video games literally have bros I've met known for over 10 years. Yeah, because that's the thing about games is like you truly get to meet a lot of these motherfuckers and you know get to learn who they are as people. You just sit there have conversations. Like the only thing you don't get to do when it comes to like meeting your bros online is you don't get to know what would happen if you guys got shot at. That's the only thing. That's literally it. Thrill-seeking, trauma-inducing situations. Oh man, there's a story here, and this is a story of like one of my bros. We used to do a lot of illegal shit, and I mean a lot of illegal shit. And when I say a lot of illegal shit, I mean, yeah, is this better? You get to see me better. One of the things that we did was we took railroad dynamite down to the river. Decided we were going to let that motherfucker off. I don't even know where he got it from. I don't. And we had an extra fuse that was like extra long just to make sure that we didn't die. And yeah, so we lit that motherfucker off, and there's about 30 feet of extra fuse, and we saw it go up. But when it went up, it didn't explode. It just turned into a giant flare. So we're just like, what the fuck is this? So after like 10 minutes of it just being a flare, we walked over to it, wondering what's going on here. And we got like 5 feet from it. We heard it pop a little bit. We ran, we bolted, and you know, the fact that I didn't shit my pants is honestly amazing. Okay. So, back to male mental health. I hate the realities of sex. It seems like the right place to post this, but I actually found this sub about some 19-year-old hating and missing out on having sex in high school. It pains me that having sex under 18 is common. No one told me that growing up that having sex under 18 is common. I was told by like my mom sex is for adults. In fact, a 20-year-old virgin who you're probably an anomaly and to be disrespected. I'm sorry, but your sex life or lack of sex life is no one's fucking business. Why the fuck should you care what anyone thinks? I've been disrespected my entire adult life for being a virgin. Ever since I joined the Marine Corps, I'm now 32. Not only have I been disrespected by Marines, nurses, and clinical psychologists. Nurses I get, but clinical psychologists? What the fuck, bro? Marines, yeah, that comes with the territory. I'm surprised they didn't get you a hooker. I hate how people on subs like this talk about how great sex is, and imagine being told over and over again that sex is bad only to get punished in our society for not having sex. This goes into my topic about how men want to feel like they're worthy. And that's the thing. If you're not worthy to have sex, you're not worthy to breed. And so a lot of people, they place too much emphasis on that. I'm sure this guy's got some good things about him. I mean, he was a freaking Marine. You got a lot of funny jokes you can make right there that you can use as an opener when having conversations with women. But I feel like there's a bit more to the story here. And so... man, just it's pain. Why would anyone want their children to have children? What the fuck? Damn. Nah, this guy's just going into nihilism here. I feel awful all the time. I hate how my parents discourage children from having sex, then grown them into a society where it's expected. What we have here is a difference of how certain things showcase themselves within society. It's not good. It's not great. It's kind of shitty. And I think having a little bit of underage sex, well, so long as it's with other underage people, the whole process of getting there, it teaches you a few things about interactions between men and women. And I feel like it's something that you should want to try, but only if you're not busy with other certain things. Now, okay, I hate how people disrespect you for being at risk of suicide. Not suicidal, but at risk of suicide. VA Suicide Prevention Coordinator lives rent free in my head, telling me I deserve all the horrible things that have happened to me, along with... Get that shit on recording, post that shit, and then go after their fucking jobs. Damn. Like, this is one of those things... Oh, wait. The consequences of a hypocritical sex-negative abstinence culture is like how some people glorify purity until you realize the mass majority of people grow out of the weird rhetoric pretty quickly. You're allowed to feel whatever you want about sex. It just seems like you care a lot about their thoughts on... Yeah. Yeah. It's like the whole Ubermensch thing is like you cannot become an Ubermensch when you give a shit about the opinions of other people. Concurrent viewers, too. Chat, all two of you, say something nice. Now it's because others use their opinions to be mean and give bad attitude. Fuck them. Fuck them. Alright, back to male mental health. I haven't even read any of the blurb underneath, but it's just like I hate how I look and I don't want to live like this anymore. Yeah, this is something I've actually gone through, and how do I put it? I've had things where I thought I was ugly, and I wouldn't say I'm suicidal. I was suicidal over it, but I would say that it was a giant Layla. I wouldn't say it's a giant. How do I put it? It did really fuck with my self esteem. But yeah, now I have this thing where I have a lot of women who tell me I'm fucking gorgeous and just beautiful, and just they fucking gush over me, and it's kind of weird. Like, it actually kind of like makes me want to step back from women unless I'm like in the mood and want to go out into the bar, which I don't do anymore because I have this awesome girlfriend. Like she fills my hole in my heart. She doesn't wear a strap on. Okay, I don't even know how to start this. If you're actually reading this all the way through, thank you. If not, that's fine too. So, about me, my name is Gabriel. I'm 20 years old from Germany, and honestly kind of hate life right about now. Damn. I'm 20, 5'8", 64. How much is that in freedom units? 64 kilograms. I feel like my body never developed properly. I store fat mostly in my face and stomach. My hands are small. My voice sounds like a teenager. Okay, you're 20, bro. You still got plenty of time. Go to the fucking gym. I hit puberty late, even though I've been training for over a year and a half. Eating clean and training hard. I barely build any muscle. Okay, you're doing something wrong here. I don't know what he's doing wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna just send this guy a DM. Damn it. Start chat. I'm glad that my giant cruiser over here kept that message quiet. Because, there's going to be a bunch of other messages that, I think 60 kg is about 130 pounds. I'm not a math Asian. Okay, my confidence is basically gone. I barely talk to people anymore. Yeah, and that's going to make things even worse. Everything I try to improve my looks, but I'm just never satisfied. No one's ever going to be fucking satisfied with himself completely. I have a girlfriend now, but she's my first one. Okay. She's all you need. Insert 416 meme here. For those of you who don't know, it's Girls Frontline. She's only the only person who gives me compliments, even though I'm grateful. You're probably nowhere near as ugly as you think you are. You're just lacking confidence because of some shit that built up whenever you were younger. There are only a few days out of the year where I actually feel kind of okay about myself, and even those days don't last long. Most of the time I just feel disappointed again. I almost never take pictures of myself because I genuinely think I look terrible. I've been there. I used to look even worse before. I've been there. No matter what it is, it's never enough. My friends say things like, it's not hard, it's not that bad, you're overthinking. They don't understand the pain waking up every morning, looking in the mirror, already feeling awful before the day even begins, knowing how much effort you put in, still not hitting reflection. I'm thinking about no. Peptides and other compounds, no. 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 Okay, I'm just gonna assume this guy's German, so that he's because he's German, he's smart. Going into German stereotypes here, but no, don't fuck with peptides unless you want to like. Don't fuck with peptides. Don't fuck with SARMs. Actually, I don't hear about SARMs too much anymore. And don't fuck with gear unless you're going to stand on stage in a mankini and expect to only break even. Because there's no money in bodybuilding. If you don't have the money to, like, pay for a year's worth of that shit, don't do that. Don't do that. No, no. My teeth are kind of big and not really white. I still have braces. Oh, damn. So I can't use whitening strips yet. My nose is crooked. My face is asymmetric. My legs are thin. Yeah, some people got that problem. Not me, though. My hair is super fine and flat. Overall, I just feel like I lost the genetic lottery. Okay, so it's not everything is about your looks. I mean, like I've been outgamed during my whole fucking hoe days by guys who literally look like fucking big bridge trolls, and that's because they had incredibly how do I put it? They had personalities that got women the viscous innards. And so that's why you fucked up. Your personality is going to be 90% of the doors that open for you. Yeah, looking good is a door that people notice right away, but like once you actually begin to speak and use that mouthpiece, that's what's going to open you the most doors. Because I've seen multiple times, I've been one of these guys multiple times, where it's like you're at the bar and a bunch of dudes, good looking dudes are sitting around, with the fucking Giga Chad chin. And they talk to the women, they just look like ass. And then you have some fucking troll looking motherfucker come up, talk to the women, they start laughing and giggling, they start getting a little curious about the guy. And the next thing you know, he's the one fucking the chick, while all the Giga Chad looking guys are the ones who are wondering, how the fuck did he pull that? What's he doing, bro? It's hilarious to me. I've got one concurrent viewer. Oh no. Well, thanks, Layla. Thank you for staying with me. I just want to feel good about myself. Yeah. Bro. Okay. Alright, let's go back. That's 19 hours ago. I hate myself because my social skills are bad. Okay. Yeah, my social skills aren't the best either, but I just went full autist and, now I'm living life all extra happy and shit like that. How do I change? Okay, this one I'm interested in. 7 hours ago. I'm old enough to know better, yet I keep doing the same thing. I've lived my entire life seeking attention of others. I've been let down so many times. Yeah, damn, same. I'm still optimistic. I don't see the bad in people that my wife does. I'm helpful. I'm a helpful person. I do enough work for friends and family that end up burning me. Then I lie to my wife that I have everything under control and it's causing a rift in our relationship. Yeah, you want to fix this, my guy. How do I change my outlook on people? To gain more self-confidence and assertiveness, where do I start? I'm lost and hopeless that I'm ruining my relationship. Okay, so when it comes to habits, I remember reading this in a book by Bill Phillips, Body for Life. He's talked about like how people get like how they have issues with the discipline of getting up and going to the gym early in the morning and all that other fun shit like that. So when it comes to the topic of changing yourself in that particular way, that particular manner, and starting a habit, it takes 90% of your strength to actually get to going and doing it. And it takes 10% to keep it going. And it's an awful lot like a rocket ship. takes 90% of the initial thrust to get the rocket off the ground. It takes 10% to keep it going. Guess what? You need to just put your foot down and say, nope, goodbye. And so I'm going to tell them that right now. Okay. So, you know what? Incel exit. As toxic as they can be, incel forums are the only place that truly don't make me feel alienated. I fucking... Damn. It's like felt, bro. I don't know what to feel. Yeah, I've seen a lot of these incel forums, and holy shit, can some of them be fucking whack. Why is it when I go outside I feel proven more right? Woo! Oof! Oof! I never see men below 5'5". All the happy people with partners, are taller than that. I feel like going outside is further blackpilling me, which is why I hate it. I hate seeing people because it only makes my problems worse. Okay, so the thing about that is, so I'm 5'5", and I've got a body count of 216. Being tall is a door. It opens you up for opportunities to talk to women. It is not, how do you say, the only door. Personality will get you farther than being tall and muscular will. So, sitting here like feeling shitty because you're 5'5", that's not going to solve anything, my guy. It's not. It's going to make you feel shitty. You're going to continue to feel shitty, and you will be shitty until you can no longer feel shit anymore, and you wind up exploding. So what you got to do is you got to find a way to not feel shitty. Stop giving a shit about how fucking short you are. Yeah, roll into it, make a couple jokes about it, but what the fuck are you doing, bro? And there's more to life than, just sitting there talking about women. It's like, how do I put it? If you focus on other things and then go be public every now and then, eventually you're going to wind up meeting one. You need to have a little bit of confidence. You need to be able to say hello. And eventually you're going to find something. But this shit right here, bro, where like I'm 5'5", I'm never going to get a girl. I'm 5'5" and have a body count of 216. What's your fucking malfunction, guy? It's not that you're short. There's other things to it. Your personality's down out in the mirror. You're probably just looking down. Oh my god, I feel sorry for myself, and that's what's keeping you from getting just fucked. And that's 145. Okay. You know what? Like, I want to look at some Twitter things, but at the same time, I'm afraid I'm going to scroll on one of the things I don't want to look at on Twitter. And I don't want people seeing. So, I'm going to scroll through Twitter for a moment. Jake Shields being a fucking... Like, what is it with him and the Jews living in his fucking head? You know what? Can't. Wait, what the fuck is this? Okay. So, let's go to popular. Pardoned rioter charged. Trump goes on incoherent ramble trying to explain why he's suing the DOJ for $239 million. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. Oh. I need to follow these fuckers. CF Moto USA. CF Moto USA hasn't posted anything yet. Well, you fuckers, I want to know about the Voom. The Voom! Hold on. Let me just show you something. CF Moto Voom. Huh. So here's something I really want. I don't even know why, because I don't even like inline fours or Chinese things. But just something about this bike, I just want it. I just really freaking want it. What the fuck is 58 kilowatts? Like, I don't know the whole kilowatts and the nanometers. Like, I know pounds and I know horsepower. But it's like, it combines the best of new and old design. And like, okay, here's another thing. Those things right there. That's the light. That's the fucking. Yeah. That right there is the fucking air vents. I love this design feature. You can put a smiley face on it too. Like, this is a bike I fucking want. I need to get this. I need to get some of those rail sliders. I wonder how much it's going to cost. But yeah, I want the fucking Voom. X-Files. My Agent Scully has arrived for Halloween. Guy says he won't talk to 95% of internet streamers he collabs with after he retires. Fucking felt. Okay, number one ranked UFC fighters and a normal guy. He just took that hit and now the guy's... I felt that. He literally was asking for it. I'm embarrassed for him. Okay. r/politics. I should join. Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid are going to be gone. Donald Trump warns. Are any of you surprised? I mean, he's cutting shit for our fucking reason. We've been spending way too much on a bunch of different things that we don't need to be spending on. And look. Of course, Social Security wasn't going to last that long anyways, to begin with. Like, I'm surprised it's lasted as long as it has. The fact that it's still going on is surprising to me. We were supposed to not have it after the Great Depression. Man, oh my god. This is how I feel whenever I look at Twitter. So, you know what? I'm just going to jump into here. Pritzker calls for Trump's removal from office under 25th Amendment. Yeah, as everyone's been asking for fucking forever. Everyone on the left, anyways. Though now you got a lot of right-wingers who don't like Trump. But at the same time, Trump really isn't doing anything that warrants that. Him putting troops out. That truck does not sound good. Too bad I live next to a highway. Okay, him putting troops out on American soil. Yeah, there are crime problems, and yeah, right now ICE needs a little bit of help. Because people keep trying to kill Republicans. It's not good. Not for any of you. Okay, so. What the fuck is this even supposed to be? Like, that doesn't look like a 40k character, an Age of Sigmar character. Warhammer, the Horus Heresy. Warhammer, the old world. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have anything other than Warhammer being showcased at fucking Games Workshop. I feel like they need a new IP, and, you know, yeah. Social Security, Medicaid gonna be gone. SNAP benefits won't be issued for November during government shutdown. What do you expect? The government's been shut down for a while. Why Trump is welcoming any distraction from Epstein. Author. The endless Epstein links have rattled Donald Trump so much that he welcomes anything that will draw attention away from them, his biographer says. I don't believe that. I thoroughly am... Like, I know he knew Epstein. Personally. I know they had a falling out because he started touching one of the massage women. But... does it go as far as he was doing things with kids on the planes? Not so sure. But, I mean, it is confirmed that he did fly in the plane. Hackers dox hundreds of DHS, ICE, and FBI, DOJ officials. Are we surprised? Are any of us surprised? Are we? No, we're not. And the reason why we're not is because this is the whole reason why ICE has been wearing masks. So people don't go to their freaking houses and, you know, shoot them. You look at how the left wing has been just so radicalized. Are you surprised that the right wing would start getting radicalized too and suddenly you'd have a bunch of Nazis? Okay. Just me over here with my one concurrent viewer, my bestie Layla. Mike Johnson wants her in Adelita. I can't pronounce her name. So we're suing. I have no idea who this person is or what that's actually about. So, you know, I'm actually interested here. Turns out Trump's own team messed up the UN and escalator and teleprompter. Okay, also wouldn't be surprised there. PCTG, Ruby Red. Print with confidence. I need to get more filament for my printer here. I'm almost out. I got like 2 rolls of nylon, 1 roll of TPU, 1 roll of PETG, and 1 roll of PLA. Swastika flag spotted in MAGA rep's office sparks investigation. Motherfucker needs fired. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to popular. Baseball. Cringe TikTok's ICE agents complained about treatment. Okay, that's stupid. You know, I don't care. I think I need to break up with my boyfriend. Am I overreacting? Let's take a gander here. Let me just, you know, move myself here so you guys can see more. Am I overreacting? Right, and my answer is the same. It doesn't really make sense. I feel like I ask a lot of you already. I'm not asking that you stop using an account that you have years upon shit saved on, or that your group chats with your friends are like, well, you text blah blah blah. I don't want that. So, just gives me a reason to make more memories. You can make more without losing the old. I'm not asking for a new account. I'm just asking you to stop adding random women again. Yeah, I will see a new account isn't a solution. Okay. Oh, she went into meme territory. I'm sorry. Hope moving forward I can do thing to help you feel more secure. I'm trying to do that the last time that's how we went. It's like I don't want to come off as passive aggressive or dismissive. You were doing so good until the how's that. Yeah, okay, that part I'm gonna say she shouldn't have said. Fuck. Sorry. Okay. Have a nice sit down with him. Talk that over. Yeah. Found this on my boyfriend's desk after he passed. Okay, what the fuck is that? Okay, I'm genuinely curious. What the fuck is that? Transferable patches? What the fuck? Okay, EKG sticker backings. Okay, I'm no longer curious. But am I overreacting? Join! Welcome to the subreddit. Moving out after living with my parents in university to save some money. I started going to anything. See, I had to buy a 100% cotton lab coat, which I've used for all my practical courses. I got it customized with my name embroidered and on the breast pocket. The university's coat, arm, shoulder, blah blah blah. Last week, I finished the last step. Needed to graduate, and I was really excited to be finishing at uni when I told her, "Oh, so you won't be needing the old lab coat anymore?" Yeah, she should have at least asked. Cut to it yesterday. I was looking for the lab coat but couldn't find it anywhere. She just didn't ask. No, I hadn't seen it since you last wore it. And no. She took it and just fucking did that shit with it. Yeah. Yeah. You're not overreacting, bro. You are not overreacting. Okay, let me see here. My son's stepmom and aunt pinned him down and pulled his tooth. She held me down while So pulled his tooth on the couch, held his arms and legs. That doesn't sound like something a kid would ask. Cause like, why didn't you just go to the fucking dentist? Was it like all like? Is it a baby tooth? Damn, that's fucked up. Am I overreacting? My boyfriend hasn't spoken to me for 16 hours. Sometimes guys get busy. But then again, you could be overbearing and he could be sleeping with your best friend. Skipping Starbucks because traffic with the... Okay, there's a story here. No pub cup today after I went to the park near due to the crash near the closest Starbucks. I didn't realize he wasn't ready for the tree every day. He's like, Starbucks is 8 near miles away. Oh. You know, I'm sure he'll understand. No pub cup today. Um, sitting in a smile, came home one night with his old football teammates. He was angry, so we had a small fight before he became physical towards me and our daughter, 7. He locked me in the bedroom. Um, no. No. You're not overreacting. Every single time I click back on Am I Overreacting, I see something new on here. Am I missing something here? Is saying condolences a bad thing? I was like, bro, I won't be able to make it to your housewarming party for my grandma just passed away, and I'm gonna make a trip to blah 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 tomorrow. I'm really sorry. My condolences with you. And the whole fam, let me know if you need anything. Tom here anytime. Condolences? Did you really say condolences to my family? Have you lost your damn mind? Get the fuck out of here and don't message me again. What? You do not need a guy with that energy in your life. You said my condolences, and you just said, uh, damn, like, there's no reason for that guy to have responded like that. Like, what? Did he expect you to, like, throw money at him to pay for the funeral? Fuck him. That energy, you don't need that in your life. I'm sitting here looking at this. The first rule of Reddit for a reason. I'm sorry, but I've been on Reddit long enough with multiple accounts to know that Reddit is absolute fucking trash. A large portion of the time. CF Moto. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. Who needs enemies when you have family? My aunt harvested my garden and mom had let her do it. Yeah. Yeah. If it ain't ready, it ain't ready. But that's your garden, your decision. You should be pissed off. That's a boundary that has been broken. Am I the asshole for worrying that my girlfriend thinks my mom is racist because my mom thinks my girlfriend has terrible body odor? Do you smell it? I mean, my nose, as big as it is mostly decorative. Babe, I love you, and for God's sakes, please don't shoot the messenger. You were very nervous and it showed. Now, my mom thinks you have terrible BO. I know you were just nervous, and I like the way you smell but when we're around our parents, can you wear perfume just for my parents? Am I the first Indian? Okay, that might actually be racism. Am I the first Indian American? Wait. We're talking like Indians as in feathers or dots? You're not the first. All my exes are either black Americans or Indian Americans. My parents aren't like that. Babe, I like the way you smell. Even I smelled your nervousness. Okay, so maybe it's not racism. It's just strange your mom would focus on that. I know how it may seem. Remember, neither my dad nor I are white. Only my mom is white. My mom married a Japanese American man. I admit my mom is fairly critical of women, but it's not a race thing. I'll wear a lot of perfume next time. Damn! Those fucking tomatoes aren't even ripe. Oh, God. Layla. Am I the asshole to think my lifelong best friend had a baby with my husband? What? It was 25 years ago. I was in the delivery room with my best friend. She gave birth to a gorgeous baby girl, which she ended up adopting out. In an open adoption, 16 years ago, by day, daughter seeks out birth mom. My BF shows me pictures of a girl from the nose up. I see my ex-husband in this pic, so I flat out asked my friend, "Do you sleep with blah blah blah?" Back in the day, she admitted she had. But the kid isn't my ex-husband's. Fast forward 9 years, the girl, now a young woman, keeps showing up on my FB as a person I may know. Out of curiosity, I click her profile. Present day pic. I'm looking at a female version of my ex. As well as a female version of my son, who I share with ex-husband, also at the same age, pregnant at the same time. Go figure. I made peace with my ex-husband years ago. He's a great father, loves his kids. We had 2 sons, and we did get along when we were living in a shared space, usually when one of our sons has a thing. This friend, I had cut her off a while back just for being nasty, but that's a whole damn book in itself. But my ex-husband doesn't know about this kid, to my knowledge. I'd confronted him when the girl was 16, and he looked rocked at the idea that he might have a possible daughter he doesn't know out there. I probably got like 400 kids I'm unaware of. Okay, slight exaggeration, probably more like 10, but still. I know a while back this girl wanted to know who her father was, but I don't know how to proceed from there. Okay. I should just open up new tabs whenever I do this shit. Beat that bitch. I'm kidding, don't. He, male 24, took me, female 18, to Jehovah's Witness without telling me we broke up. I can get this off my chest, then I'm done, and I don't expect a reply. Actually, don't reply at all. You couldn't commit to anything real, chasing away whatever this felt for whatever second. That's why you'll always be stuck looking for something more than never finding it where it matters in the light and fate. Actually, I tried to fool myself about you. I tried to make myself believe this would work. Even though my gut was screaming, in almost 3 months, I've sinned, done things I'm not proud of, but the worst out of me, blah. You made me want to forget those, do stupid things, and just the feeling just disappeared. I'm going to discuss it with myself, and I'm only realizing now that now. I'm glad it's over so I can focus on myself and my faith. You're just unsayable, too far gone, and everything that doesn't matter. There's no getting through to you, no changing you. I'm glad this ended this way, and damn. She crazy. Well, he crazy. Am I the asshole for thinking that my boyfriend's being dramatic? That's your problem. I have to get ready for work. Please make sure to eat something. I won't be home till at least 10 p.m. This reminds me of someone's relationship that I know. Why do you have to work so late? I'm so fucking tired of this. Why don't you just take the day off? Oh, wow. This is beginning to remind me of my ex. Then maybe we can sit down and sort this whole wedding stuff out together. I'm not going to work today. I don't feel very good. Why do all we have to eat is leftovers? We'll fucking clean up your goddamn leftovers. Holy shit, you little bitch. There's literally nothing to eat in the fridge. What the fuck? If you really cared about my appetite, you would have made me something. Like, what is this man baby? What is this man baby? Where do you keep emergency money? I don't get paid for another month, and I don't... What, is he living off fucking welfare? So where's it at? You better fucking answer me. You're the one that refused to make me food last night, so you have to tell me where it is. We have food in the fridge. I'm working, so don't text me unless it's really necessary. Leave his ass. Leave his ass. Oh, that's where I saw this. 28 days ago. I don't know exactly how Reddit pops this shit back up, but yeah. Leave his ass. Oh my god. You didn't have your parents cook for you all the time. How am I supposed to make what? What's your excuse? I don't care what you say. I'm not being a man's job to cook food. You should know how to do it because it's a life skill. Regardless who grew up as a live-in chef. Oh god. Anyways, I think I'm good. You guys have a good one.